G'day everyone, how you doing? Today I'm going to be talking about the new Harry Potter television series. For those of you who don't already know, I don't think there's very many of you there, but for those who don't already know, the HBO is planning on remaking or rebooting Harry Potter as a television series. It'll be made over 10 seasons, so that one season per year, that means it's going to go for 10 years. I think the first season is supposed to come out in like 2026 or 2025 maybe, so it'll be a little while before we get to see it. But responses from I've seen in some of the comment sections of news articles about it have been a little bit mixed. So some people are really excited about it, some people don't really care one way or the other, and other people are a little bit concerned. I've seen responses such as, "Why are you taking away our Harry Potter?" Or, "Are you going to ruin Harry Potter?" Or, "It's too soon." Well, those are definitely valid viewpoints, but I don't think that they are taking away Harry Potter from us. We're still going to have the films. We can still go back and watch the films if we're not happy with the series. We're still going to have the books, which we can go back and read if we're not happy with the series. We are still going to have access to hundreds and thousands of quality fan fiction that we can read if we're not happy with the series. So they're not taking Harry Potter away from us. This is just another adaptation of Harry Potter. I don't hate the Joker because it's a different actor than Heath Ledger. Like, I still enjoy the Joker as much as I enjoyed the Black Knight, which are probably the only two Batman films that I have ever enjoyed, but you get my point. The thing about the series is that we're going to have a chance to fix some of the things that we've been complaining about for a very long time. And not just me, I've seen a lot of people complaining about the exact same things that I have been to do with the films. And it's mainly because the films are too short to be able to, you can't fit everything in a 2-hour film or a 3-hour film that you want to see from an entire book, especially once you start getting towards the end of the series with the size of the books there. So we're going to be able to, well, hopefully anyway, we don't have any information about what's actually going to be in the series, but hopefully we're going to be able to see some characters that were missing from the films, like Winky or Peeves or Ludo Bagman or Ted and Andromeda Tonks. And we might get to see them fixing some characters that they really did dirty in the films, like Ron, who in the films is nothing more than a comic side relief, but in the books is a really insightful and smart and loyal friend to Harry, aside from the few little jealousy incidents. Or we might get, or Ginny, who also was done dirty in the film and turned into just a little sort of very close to being airheaded groupie of Harry, where in the books she's an incredibly intelligent and incredibly powerful and incredibly strong-willed woman who's able to handle Harry in a way that a lot of other female characters wouldn't have been able to. So, we'll get a chance to see some of those things being fixed, hopefully. And then, of course, we might get, because, a series over, say, several episodes, I don't know how many is going to be, but at least 10 episodes per series, I would assume, per season. So we might be able to get to see some of the things that were missing from the films altogether. Things like the battle at the Department of Mysteries, where we didn't get to see any of the parts where people got injured, like when Dolohov hit Hermione with that curse, or when Ron encountered the brains, or anything like that we didn't get to see in the films. We didn't get to see the scene, one of my favorite scenes in the book, where Harry destroyed Dumbledore's office. We didn't get to see McGonagall turning a blind eye when Peeves was unscrewing one of the chandeliers, and she basically said it screws the other way. No, we didn't get to see any of that in the films, and I think that would be great. And also the parts, I should say, multiple, where Dumbledore is showing Harry the memories to give us background about Voldemort. Again, that was cut very short in the films. It was basically just summarized, and I feel like that's something maybe we might be able to get to see in more detail in the TV series. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And then, of course, the one thing that really peeved me off about the films, sassy Harry. In the books, he is so cheeky and sassy, and I mean, you don't have to call me Sasa. It doesn't come across in the films. Probably a deliberate decision, but I feel like that hopefully might be something they might fix in the series. We can hope, fingers crossed again. And then, of course, calmly, need I say more? I'm pretty sure everyone knows what I mean by that. So this is the part where normally I would turn around and say, no one's forcing you to watch it. If you're worried about it, don't watch it. If you really don't like the idea of the series being made, then don't watch it. But I'm going to take the opposite tact this time. Unless you're avoiding it for moral issues with J.K. Rowling making money from it, I feel like I would like to say do watch it. Even if you're concerned they might ruin it. Even if you're concerned you won't enjoy it. Because what's something else we've been begging for? The fan community as a whole. Side stories. Stuff like Founders Era series or Marauders series or the first Wizarding War series or a series about some of the side characters, maybe even some of the ghosts. We've been crying out for these things. I've seen loads of comments over the years asking for them. And while it certainly is no guarantee they'll make them if the series is a success, I think I can pretty much, I think it can be pretty much guaranteed that if the series is a flop, particularly so soon after the Fantastic Beasts films being a flop, then there's absolutely no way we'll get any of those side stories. So it would be nice if we can get the viewership for the series so that we can hopefully, fingers crossed again, get some of those other side stories sometime in the future. And also, I've seen some of the other comments I've seen that I completely agree with, and that is that this generation of Harry Potter fans deserves to have their love and nostalgia moment. For us, well, not me particularly, because I was already pretty grown up by the time the books started coming out, but a lot of people, one of the reasons they're worried about it is because they grew up with the films. So they feel like the characters are family. This generation of fans deserves to have that too. They deserve a chance to grow up with the characters in the same way that the previous generation did. So I personally am very excited about this, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a long wait for me because I don't think it's coming out until like 2025 or 2026. So it's going to be hard to wait, but I'm sure I can get my fanfic fix if I X-fix in between. So hopefully the time will go quickly. So what do you think about the new Harry Potter series? Are you planning to watch it? Are you planning to avoid it? Are you excited about it? What are you hoping will be in the series that was maybe missing or different in the films? Let me know in the comments below. And that's all I have to say on that. See you later. Have a great weekend.